I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Hello everyone, welcome back to V Squad TV. BTS 2.0 teaser explodes. Kim Taehyung takes center stage in the most chaotic and cinematic preview ever. BTS has once again proven that they never do things half-heartedly when building comeback hype, and this time it feels absolutely insane in the best possible way. The recently released 2.0 teaser immediately sent the fandom into a frenzy as, in mere seconds, the 7 members delivered something that felt like a mix of classic gangster films, absurdist comedy, and top-notch visuals. For V Squad TV, one thing that couldn't be ignored was how Kim Taehyung completely took center stage in the video. From the very first second, the 2.0 teaser immediately opens up a very cinematic atmosphere. The dim hallways, cold lighting, tense music, mysterious newspapers, leather jackets, and even the members' facial expressions immediately create the feel of the opening scene of a modern-day mafia movie. Everything looks serious, intense, and seems to signal that BTS is bringing their darkest concept yet. But as Bangtan always does, they don't let the atmosphere stay serious for long. Within seconds, the initially tense gangster vibe transforms into a comedic explosion that's so characteristic of BTS. This is what makes this teaser so special. The visuals are expensive, the framing dramatic, but the energy is wild, hilarious, and completely unpredictable. Each member immediately steals the show with small details that are so absurd yet iconic. Jimin appears with blonde-tipped hair and a fake mustache that makes him feel like an overconfident character from an old-school movie. Jin tilts his head dramatically with an expression that truly feels like the lead actor in a crime film who knows he's incredibly handsome. RM hides behind a newspaper covered in meme faces, and only BTS could make such props look believable in a cinematic teaser. Sugar appears with a smoking pipe and a deadpan stare that makes him look like the calmest yet most dangerous mafia boss. J-Hope stares at the camera with a powerful action star aura, as if he's ready to start a chase scene at any moment. Jungkook also stole the show as he held a large newspaper with a confused Mr. Lee expression, a moment that instantly became meme material for armies worldwide. But amidst all the highly structured chaos, there was one moment that truly shifted the temperature of the fandom drastically. When Kim Taehyung appeared with a full, dark beard, slicked back hair, and a cigar in hand, the teaser's energy completely shifted. It wasn't just because of his incredibly powerful visuals, but because Taehyung managed to convey an aura that was simultaneously mature, playful, intense, and almost too charismatic for such a short clip. Taehyung's appearance in this scene felt like the perfect definition of over-the-top in just the right way. The full beard combined with his slicked-back hair gave him the impression of a modern-day film noir anti-hero. The cigar in his hand wasn't just a prop, but an element that emphasized the persona he was playing. And precisely because it was all wrapped up in the absurd context of the teaser, the end result became even more legendary. ARMY immediately caught on to the intriguing contrast of this moment. On the one hand, Taehyung looks so mature, masculine, and dangerous. On the other hand, he remains in the teaser world filled with ridiculous props and exaggerated expressions from the other members. This contrast is what makes Taehyung's moment not only cool but also incredibly memorable. He doesn't just look handsome, he looks like he's stealing the entire scene just by standing there and staring. Many fans immediately remarked that only Taehyung could make the combination of a thick beard, slick hair, and a cigar feel like more than just a gimmick. There's a natural acting quality to the way he carries the character. He doesn't look like an idol in costume, but like someone who truly enters the world of the teaser and brings it to life. That's why this teaser feels so powerful despite its short running time. What makes this moment even more remarkable is its timing. While the teaser is already filled with humorous elements and theatrical expressions from all the members, Taehyung's appearance adds a deeper layer of intensity. He stays in tune with the comedic chaos being built, but his presence also adds a cinematic weight that makes the teaser feel much bigger than just a typical promotional video. If the first wave of teasers was enough to send ARMY into hysterics, the second wave completely changed the conversation. This time, 2.0 no longer just emphasized chaos and comedy, but also began to open the door to a sharper, darker, and far more gripping performance world. And once again, Kim Taehyung was the most mentioned name, thanks to a clip that truly felt like the center of gravity of the entire teaser. In the clip focusing on V, Taehyung is seen wearing a sleek black outfit with a red blood mark on his chest, a visual detail that immediately adds a sense of drama and mystery. His appearance here is a stark departure from his previous gangster and cigar moments. While in the first scene he played the cinematic comedy, in this scene he completely transforms into a cold, precise, and intimidating performer. Taehyung's movements in this dance sequence immediately became a big topic of conversation. His arm swings are smooth yet controlled. His descents are abrupt yet clean. His footwork is sharp, neat, and never loses visual balance. What's most striking is how his expression constantly changes with the atmosphere of the song and the scene, creating the impression that he's not just dancing, he's playing a character through his body. This is what makes Taehyung's clip so powerful for many fans. His performance showcases not just choreography, but also an emotional narrative. Every movement seems to have a purpose. Every transition seems to connect one emotion to another. There's a palpable maturity here, as if Taehyung is demonstrating that the 2.0 era isn't just about stunning visuals, but also about a deepening depth of artistic expression. Many armies immediately pointed to this clip as evidence that Taehyung is entering a more mature and bolder performance phase. No movement feels overdone. No expression is forced. Everything feels controlled, precise, and elegant. This is the kind of charisma that doesn't need to scream to be heard. Taehyung only needs to move slightly, and the screen feels filled with it. Interestingly, despite the clip's very V-centric nature, the teaser maintains BTS's core essence, OT7 synergy. The appearance of the second member, who many fans believe to be Jungkook, adds a fascinating layer of contrast to the choreography. While Taehyung brings a cool and collected aura, the presence of his partner beside him adds a dynamic energy that makes the entire scene feel more lively. This visual interplay is crucial because it demonstrates that even though each member is given a prominent moment, BTS never loses their sense of togetherness. Taehyung is certainly the center of the frame in the clip, but the way his movements blend with the other members reinforces the impression that BTS's greatest strength remains their group chemistry. And in the context of this teaser, that chemistry feels incredibly magnetic. Meanwhile, fans are also buzzing about the other members' highlights. Jimin, with his chaos mustache, perfectly embodies the teaser's wild comedy. RM looks commanding even while hiding behind an absurd concept. Suga maintains a deadpan delivery that makes every scene feel like the coolest punchline. Jin brings elegant swagger, J-Hope looks effortlessly cool, and Jungkook seamlessly fills the transitions like a powerhouse of energy that never goes out of style. But while all the members have their moments, Taehyung's name keeps coming back to the center of discussion. It's not just about the visuals, though they are certainly incredible. It's also not just about the dance, though the performance is incredibly sharp. What makes Taehyung stand out most is his ability to navigate two extremes within the same teaser. He can be an absurd, cinematic comedian one moment, then an intense, almost dark performer the next without losing his identity. And then comes the elevator scene, a scene that completely changes the tone of the entire teaser. While previously we saw gangster style, comedy, and performance, the elevator scene feels like a real movie still. All the members are in a crowded, slightly chaotic space, busy adjusting their clothes, and seemingly preparing for the next phase of a mission we don't yet fully understand. This is where Kim Taehyung once again steals the show in a very different way. While on the floor, adjusting his pants and belt, Taehyung utters a line that immediately sends the fandom into a frenzy. "That's yours. Hurry up, we have to get off, we're here." The line may sound simple, but his delivery truly made many fans call it one of the best acting moments in the teaser.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give, don't ask questions, shut your lips.